The year was 2015. The place was somewhere in Northern California, and I stumbled across what will be my favorite Christmas cookie recipe until the end of time. That is the story of the cookie in today's recipe, and that is why it has been dubbed the official Marigold Manor Christmas cookie recipe of 2024. Today we are going to be making my famous raspberry almond thumbprint cookies. I love these cookies so much. I have jazzed them up and tweaked some things over the years, but no matter what, they are always so delicious. And the best part about this cookie is that it's so easy to make. Like, it's just shortbread and pre-made jam, okay? I'm not making the jam over here. That's not happening. Not that I couldn't, it's just like, why? It's a super easy cookie, and for those of you who maybe want to dip your toes into baking, you're kind of scared of baking, this is a really great recipe to start with. I have friends who are amazing cooks but are terrified of baking and just cannot figure out like measurements and like the sort of sciencey aspects of it. I had one friend ask me one time, I was baking her some lemon rolls and I asked her to pick me up some butter, and she goes, "Do you want salted or unsalted?" And I was like, oh, I forgot. You don't bake. And just a tip for those of you out there, you use salted for cooking, unsalted for baking, typically. Even if you're someone who is, you know, a little bit nervous in the kitchen, I promise you this recipe is so easy and so delicious. You can do it. And it's one of my favorite Christmas cookies because not only is it like so tasty, but it's so festive looking. The white cookie crust with the red raspberry jam is just to die for. And the addition of the almond extract just makes it chef's kiss. If you guys have been following along, whether it's via Feminine Fancy, whether it's via my Instagram, whatever, for quite some time, then you know baking cookies at the holiday season is really like my why. It's why I keep That's my oven. It's why I keep going throughout the year, because I get so excited for the holiday season. Not just the cookies, but all of it. The traditions, the movies, the chill in the air, the ice skating rinks that pop up around the city. Like, it's just such a magical time. And for me, I love to share that feeling of magic and joy with everyone. And one of the best ways, and one of the only ways that I know how to do that, is through cooking and baking. Over the past several years, I have made so many Christmas cookies, packaged them up, and given them to neighbors, friends. I've mailed cookies to people, and it's just my way of showing love. And I mean, who's gonna be upset at receiving homemade cookies during the holidays? No one. Also, I would like to say that this year I'm trying really hard to do all homemade gifts for people for the holidays, but I just watched this documentary on Netflix. I believe it was called Buy Now, and I was already somewhat becoming a little radicalized towards like you know, anti-consumerism, and then watching that kind of emphasized it a little bit. Even before I watched the documentary, I wanted to do homemade gifts for Christmas this year, and one of the best homemade Christmas gifts that you can give someone is a Christmas cookie box with different varieties of holiday themed cookies, which if you guys want me to do a video on that, I can. I did a blog post last year on like Valentine's Day cookie care boxes that I sent out to my sister-in-laws. So if you want me to do a Christmas version, let me know in the comments below. But a Christmas cookie box is a really great homemade gift to give people, especially if you know that they have a sweet tooth, and it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things at the holidays. It feels so festive and warm, and I mean, I don't know, I would be happy receiving a Christmas cookie box over like some, you know, something from Sephora or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with Sephora, but you know, you get what I'm saying. If you decide to go down that path, you could easily incorporate this cookie recipe into your gifting and into the gifts that you give to whomever during this holiday season. It's super easy, it's super delicious, it's so much fun to make, and I cannot wait to share this recipe with you guys today. If you've been enjoying the content on this Marigold Manor channel so far, then I would love to encourage you to go ahead and hit subscribe. I was really ambitious when I started this, and I was like, I'm gonna try and get 10,000 followers by the end of the year. Or 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And then now I'm like, I don't think that's gonna happen. But if we can make it to 5,000, that'd be really exciting for me. Just to have this small little community over here would be great. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you like this kind of content, please consider hitting the thumbs up button. And if you're just here to check out the recipes, then that's fine too. Thank you for being here. So without further ado, let's make the official Marigold Manor Christmas cookie recipe of 2024.